Hello everyone, welcome to study panel. This is Devendra Sijala from Kendriya Vidyalaya Rajkot. In today's video, we shall start Unit 6 of Second Marigold, and the name of the poem is Mr. Nobody. Now, uh, by seeing at the name, we can say that Mr. Nobody. That means अगर कोई है ही नहीं, then why it said Mr. Nobody? There is no one, so that it is said that Mr. Nobody. Now, see, Mr. Nobody. Let me read out poem for you. You can also recite the poem with me. I know a funny little man, as quiet as a mouse, who does the mischief that is done in everybody's house. There is no one ever sees his face, and yet we all agree that every plate we break was cracked by Mr. Nobody. In this, by reading at the poem, by reciting at the poem, we can say there is a funny little man who is as quiet as a mouse. It's very quiet, and he is doing many mischief, but he is doing many mischief, then also we are not able to see the face of that particular person. That is why we are telling that that is Mr. Nobody. Now, let us move on to the new words: quiet, mischief, everybody, agree, and nobody. Now, here also there are word meanings. Quiet means making a little or no noise. Mischief, causing trouble in a playful way. We can mischief is used especially for children, causing a trouble in a playful way. Everybody means everyone. Agree means to have the same opinion as somebody. Nobody means no one. Now, reading is a fun. Who is Mr. Nobody? Now, here from the poem, we have to answer some questions. So, let us answer it. Who is Mr. Nobody? If you can answer, you can also send me your answers in the chat box. Mr. Nobody is a small little man who is a mischief maker in every house. So, it is a small little man, small funny man who is a mischief maker in everybody's house. Now, has anyone ever seen him? Obviously not. That is why we are calling it Mr. Nobody. No, nobody has ever seen him. Is there a Mr. Nobody in your house? That you have to answer by yourself. Of course, no, there is no Mr. Nobody in my house. See, many a times it happens that in the morning, if we wake up and we go to our kitchen, we can see that some spoon and plate are lying down. So many a times it happens that घर पे कोई आया था क्या? Obviously वो क्या है, मतलब कोई छोटे ऐसे रहते हैं कीड़े वगैरह या फिर चूहे वगैरह रहते हैं, उनकी वजह से वो चीजें गिर जाती है. दैट इज वाई हम लोग क्या कहते हैं, मिस्टर नोबडी. अब चूहे वगैरह को तो हम लोग नाम नहीं दे रहे, इसीलिए मिस्टर नोबडी हम उसको नाम दे रहे हैं. Let us move on to the next topic. Let's talk. Have you ever done something naughty? Obviously, if you have not done something naughty at this age, then when will you do? So, every child is a naughty. Let us move on to the answer. Yes, a number of times I have done something naughty. बहुत बार होता है, कुछ चीजें गलती से टूट जाती है, ये हो जाती है, तो मतलब जो है naughty शरारत जो है बच्चों में सामान्य तौर पे देखी जाती है. What did you do? See, you have to answer this question. What did you do? आपने क्या किया था? और जिसको naughty कहा जाता है. Yes, I hit the glass of the window of my drawing room while playing a cricket. मतलब जो है बहुत सारे क्या है, जो गलियां वगैरह में जब हम क्रिकेट वगैरह खेलते हैं तो हो सकता है हम किसी की जो है कांच वाच तोड़ देते हैं. What did you say? Obviously, you should accept your mistake. I accepted my fault and said sorry to my mother. Obviously, you should say sorry. You should apologize for that. Now, say aloud. See, these things you have to say aloud. Say aloud and circle the rhyming words. Here we have to find out the rhyming words from these four. Let us see the first one. A mouse ran into the house. See, the mouse and house is a rhyming word. Second, I can see the little bee. C and B. That is rhyming word. That was a fat cat. So, fat and cat is rhyming word. Give me a handkerchief. Don't do any mischief. Chief, chief. See, handkerchief and mischief. So, these are two rhyming words. You have to write all these in your notebook. Let us move on to the next. Fill in the blanks with A, E, I, O, U. See, these are the vowels, 5 vowels in English alphabet. So, we have to use this 5 vowel, 5 letters, and we will fill it in this blanks to get perfect word. HEAD, head. Here again we'll use A and it will become arms. Here we'll use E, so it will become legs. Here we will use E to make it dress. Here we will use HOUR. You can also use here HAIR, hair. Okay, you can use it HAIR. Whatever you like, you can use it. Now we have to add no, some and every to the word buddy to make new words. See here, buddy, buddy, buddy. We have to add these three words. So it is nobody means no one. Somebody means somebody is there. Everybody means everyone. Now here what we have to do. Seema brought her father's name like this, Mr. Dinesh Dixit. Ram brought his mother's name like this, Mrs. Sneha Ramdas. Now, what you have to do here, write your father's name as Seema said. So, you have to write Mr. for your father's name and here you have to write your father's name. Okay. Now, यहाँ पर जो है आपका मम्मी का नाम आपको लिखना है. You have to write your mother's name over here. See, one thing we should keep in mind whenever we are writing our father name, we should add Mr. That is Mr. Whenever we are writing our mother's name, so we will add it Mrs. That is MRS and then here your mother's name. Now use Mr. and Mrs. to write more names you know. You can also write your uncle and aunt's name over here. So Mr. whatever name of your uncle is, and here you can write the name of your auntie over here. So one thing here we need to keep in mind that we'll use Mr. for male. For boy, we'll use Mrs. for ladies, married ladies. Yes, like that you have to write. Now, the zigzag boy. I know a little zigzag boy who goes this way and that. He never knows just where he puts his coat and shoes or hat. If you are not a zigzag child, you will have no cause to say that you forgot, for you will know where things are put away. See, zigzag boy means, what is a zigzag? First of all, we need to understand this word. What does zigzag means? See, zigzag means like this. This is zigzag lines. So ये zigzag boy जो है ना, वो यहाँ से start करता है, फिर आधी चीजें यहाँ फेंकता है, आधी यहाँ फेंकता है, आधी यहाँ फेंकता है, यहाँ ऐसे फेंकते हुए जाता है. आप यहाँ पर देख सकते हो उसने अपना हैट इधर फेंका है, यहाँ अपना कोट फेंका हुआ है. सो आर यू अ जिगजैग बॉय? राइट इन द चैट बॉक्स यस और नो. क्या आप जिगजैग बॉय हो? क्या आप स्कूल से जब, हालांकि इन कोरोना पीरियड वी आर नॉट इन ऑफलाइन स्कूल मोड, तो स्कूल आना आपका होता नहीं है, लेकिन जब पहले आप स्कूल आते थे तो क्या आप यूकेजी एलकेजी में जाते थे तो स्कूल छुट्टी होने के बाद क्या आप सारे बैग वगैरह सब इधर उधर फेंक देते थे? क्या जिगजैग मतलब क्या है कि आड़ी टेढ़ी जगह सारी चीजें फेंक देना. क्या अगर आप ऐसा करते थे then write yes. If you did not, then write no. Now what you have to do here, you have to write these words in your notebook. This is quiet, this is agree, mouse, break, plate. Like this you have to write it in your notebook. You can also practice in your textbook. There is no issue with it. You can also practice it in your textbook. Okay. Now dear students, I think you have enjoyed this poem.